Hello, everyone. Quick video here on the self-employed tax credit for those of you that have been looking for more information. Whether you're not too sure if this is something that's real, whether you're wondering if you're going to qualify or not. This is basically a quick video just to kind of show you that I actually myself went through this whole process of applying, going through the whole application process for the self-employed tax credit. So you can see here that I'm actually within the actual dashboard of the company that's helping me process this whole paperwork so that I can, receive my tax credit that's owed to me by the IRS. And basically what can happen is that you too can qualify when it comes down to receiving this tax credit if you're self-employed, if you're a freelancer, if you're an independent contractor, any of that sort. You could qualify to up to $32,000 depending on various factors as far as how much you paid in taxes those 2020 2021, and also depending if you're married, have dependents and so forth. But the actual process of going through this whole deal of submitting paperwork to the IRS to potentially receive a credit, as you can see here, I actually am receiving about $600 that I have already claimed, and have already done the whole paperwork with this company that I'm actually partnered with as well. So that's the first thing that I did, was to essentially test it out to see if this is something that can benefit others. And, I decided to put myself to the test so that I can vouch essentially for this company and, anyone else that might want to, see if they qualify. An extra few $1,000s in your pocket could definitely help you out. I'm not saying that you're going to qualify for this much. You could qualify for even more, a little bit less. But at the end of the day, this is, credit that's owed to you if you were impacted by the shutdown, if you know what I'm talking about. During those times of 2020, 2021, you could be eligible to qualify again. So, just I wanted to show you guys real quick, some of the flyers that I have, they have provided to me to kind of educate, my network or anyone that might be looking for this opportunity. You can see here that, if you were self-employed, I would just go fairly quickly through this. I don't want to take much of your time, but I know you want to essentially get to the point and understand to see if you qualify. So, what is it first? I'm sure you already done your research. Self-employed tax credit, you may be eligible for up to $32,000 in tax credits from the 2020, 2021. The SETC is a specialized tax credit designed to provide support to self-employed individuals during the shutdown, obviously. It acknowledges the unique challenges faced by those who work themselves, especially during times of illness, caregiving, responsibilities, quarantine, and related circumstances. This credit can be a valuable resource, obviously, can help you out, can put an extra few $1,000s in your pocket. And this is the eligibility criteria. So you have to be self-employed. If you were self-employed in 2020, 2021, you could potentially qualify for the SETC. This includes sole proprietors who run businesses with employees, 1099 subcontractors, and single-member LLCs. So, these are some of the criteria first and foremost. And then, you have to be impacted, whether you battled that specific, I don't want to say the name here just because YouTube doesn't like it, but experience the symptoms. If you needed to quarantine, underwent testing, cared for family member affected by that specifically. So, all this qualifies you for that. So more than likely, a lot of these self-employed, whether you have a high chance of qualifying, obviously. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm not a tax expert either, just to disclaimer out there. I'm not a tax, consultant or anything of that sort. I'm just I'm a self-employed individual, general independent contractor that has qualified for this, and I have the proof right in front of you. And just essentially spreading the awareness. I have partnered with this company, and now I'm essentially so I am a YouTube ads specialist. So I'm partnered with this company to help them drive awareness, essentially. And this is how I find out about the whole situation here with the self-employed tax credit. And now I am essentially just spreading the word. We made a partnership and to try and help those that could qualify. So, if you want to, learn more about it, I'm going to leave a link in the description, which essentially is going to take you to a landing page where you can watch a video. It's going to explain a little bit more about this whole self-employed tax credit. And then you can essentially fairly easily, create an account like this, and, you can essentially go through the whole process of, uh, the application, which is fairly simple, to be honest. You just have to input a few numbers based off your tax return. And then they qualify, they tell you right in a few hours if you qualify or not, maybe a day the latest. And after that, they'll send you some papers to sign. After that, all you have to do is, go drop it off at the UPS store. You ship it. And then after that, you just basically sit and wait. They do take a percentage of this specific tax credit. So just to be upfront with you guys, but at the end of the day, for me, it's a win-win. They are helping me with this whole paperwork, taking the headache away, essentially, and just sitting back and, receiving. So I'll leave it to the professionals to take care of this stuff. I'm not too savvy when it comes down to submitting papers, especially to the government, right? So this could definitely be facilitate your experience here, and potentially, again, receive a few $1,000s that could help most of you, right? And even if you're okay with where you're at right now, a few $1,000s, it's not going to hurt you if obviously you qualify. So I'll leave it at that. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out. Again, very simple process in my experience personally, very simple process. And, basically now it's just a waiting game. This is how much I'm going to be, receiving. And, after I receive it, I'll make another video. But if you want to get started, I guess the sooner the better, right? They do have an expedited option where, usually the IRS, it takes a few weeks to receive that credit, but this company is specifically essentially paying you in advance, and they do the waiting. And just because you trust them, obviously, they give you the option to receive funds before even the IRS sends it. So here you have it. Again, click the link in the description, check it out, see if you qualify, watch the video on the landing page, and hopefully you can take advantage of this credit as well. Thank you.